Have you ever felt consumed by anxiety? That sense of restlessness that seems endless, like something is about to happen but you don't know exactly what? Anxiety is a universal emotion. At some point, we've all felt that tightness in the chest, that racing mind, that urgency without direction. But what if I told you that this force, often seen as an enemy, can be a powerful ally? Today, we'll explore how anxiety, when understood and well-directed, can become fuel for greatness. We're not talking about eliminating anxiety, but transforming it, recognizing its presence as a sign that something within us is moving, seeking expression, fulfillment, evolution. Anxiety can reflect a deep desire to live with purpose. It shows us that we're alert, that we care, that we want more from life. And it's precisely this intensity that can be channeled to create, to lead, to transform. In this video, we'll walk this journey together. We'll understand how great minds dealt with anxiety, how simple practices can help us redirect it, and how, in the end, it can become a bridge between fear and excellence. Take a deep breath. This is the beginning of a transformation. Throughout history, great figures have faced anxiety head-on and transformed it into creative power. Think of Vincent van Gogh, whose restless mind produced works that still move us deeply, or Frida Kahlo, who channeled her pain and anguish into visceral, revolutionary art. Anxiety wasn't an obstacle for them, it was a spark. Steve Jobs, for example, was known for his emotional intensity. Anxiety drove him to seek perfection, challenge norms, and reinvent the tech world. Maya Angelou, with her sensitivity and restlessness, turned painful experiences into poetry and activism. These people didn't run from anxiety. They embraced it, understood it, and used it as a tool for transformation. And it's not just the famous. Everyday people, like you and me, have stories of overcoming. A student who turns exam pressure into focused motivation. A mother who channels her worry into care and presence. An entrepreneur who uses fear of failure as fuel to innovate. Anxiety, when seen with compassion, reveals our humanity. It connects us to the desire to grow, to contribute, to leave a mark. And it's in that space between discomfort and desire that greatness is born. The secret lies in how we choose to respond to it. Transforming anxiety into greatness requires practice, presence, and intention. The first tool is meditation. By quieting the mind, even for a few minutes, we create space to observe our thoughts without judgment. Conscious breathing reconnects us to the present moment, easing inner agitation and allowing us to see more clearly. Mindfulness is another powerful practice. By focusing on the now, whether walking, eating, or talking, we train our minds to leave the cycle of anticipation and fear. Anxiety lives in the future. Peace lives in the present. Physical movement is also essential. Walks in nature, yoga, dance, or any activity that engages the body help release accumulated tension. The body is a channel for emotional expression, and by moving it, we allow anxiety to flow instead of build up. Additionally, cultivating altruistic motivation transforms anxiety into courage. When our goals go beyond the ego, when we want to serve, inspire, care, anxiety loses some of its weight. It becomes momentum, not burden. Finally, writing about your feelings, talking to someone you trust, or seeking therapeutic support are ways to give voice to anxiety. By naming it, it loses the power to dominate us. Transformation begins when we stop fighting anxiety and start dancing with it. Anxiety, as uncomfortable as it may be, is a reminder that we are alive. It shows us that we have dreams, fears, desires, that we want something more, and that in itself is a sign of greatness. Because only those who care feel anxiety. Only those who want to grow, improve, contribute feel that tightness in the chest. Reflecting on anxiety, we realize it doesn't have to be an enemy. It can be a compass, a call to look inward, to adjust our course, to awaken. When welcomed with kindness, anxiety reveals deep truths about who we are and what we seek. Imagine anxiety as a wave. You can try to resist it and be dragged, or you can learn to surf and be carried forward. The choice is yours, and that choice begins with awareness, with practice, with compassion. Greatness is not the absence of fear. It's the courage to move forward despite it. It's the ability to turn pain into beauty, restlessness into action, anxiety into excellence. And you have that ability. It's within you, waiting to be awakened. Breathe, feel, trust. Anxiety is just one part of the journey, and the journey is yours. If this video touched your heart, if you felt that anxiety can be more than a burden, it can be a bridge to excellence, then join us on this journey. Like this video so more people can find it. Comment below, how have you been dealing with anxiety? What practices have helped you transform it? Share it with someone who needs to hear these words. Sometimes a simple gesture can light a spark in someone's life. And if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, subscribe now. Turn on notifications to receive content that nourishes the soul, that inspires, that welcomes. Here, we talk about meditation, spirituality, humanity, about how to live with more presence, more purpose, more peace. And you're part of this. Every comment, every share, every subscription is a collective step toward transformation. Anxiety doesn't have to be a lonely burden. It can be the beginning of a community of healing, growth, and greatness. Thank you for being here. Thank you for choosing transformation.